Well, hello everybody. I haven't done a video in a few days. We've been busy, but uh, we had got some tenderloin, been working it up in the cannon head, and just going around fences and uh, this and that. But I have been reading up on the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, and all that stuff. They had a meeting in Australia, and some of the U.S. officials snuck in, or they tried to sneak in there, but they was caught. And they're wanting to implement permits for backyard gardens and a lot of things. And they said that they couldn't do that right now because they had to wait till the Harris administration took office before they could do that. So, right there go to show you. And I'll tie this in with Harris's policies. Uh, so they're going to try to implement permits for backyard gardens, which they won't give nobody one. But they're trying to stop people have backyard gardens. They're trying to stop farmers, or trying to stop people from being self-sustainable, growing your own foods. Backyard chickens or whatever. And Harris come out with her plan. One of them was to tax unrealized assets, I guess you'd call it. Like if you uh, uh, a family farm, like if on paper it says it today, it's worth $2 million. Well, you had people got that kind of cash laying around to pay that kind of taxes. Like if you bought your home and you're making payments on it, and let's say you give, for example, you give $150,000 for it, and today on paper it's worth $500,000. Have you got that kind of money to pay? I think that it's 45% of what, $400,000. You figure that up. Have you got that to pay? Have you got $50,000 laying around to pay taxes? No. No, the majority don't. So they will take your land. They will take your home. Maybe banks come in, or there'll be BlackRock come in and take your property. The government will have it to build government homes. And you'll be placed in those 15-minute cities. That's the way they're trying to work it, to have those 15-minute cities and one world government. People, that woman is a communist. You'd better wake up and see what's going on. Mark Zuckerberg come out yesterday with that big letter apologizing for, letting Biden and Harris, having censored people on COVID and Hunter Biden laptop and all that good stuff. He apologized, for more or less election interference. He wasn't going to do that anymore. He wasn't going to give all that money to the political, to have drop boxes and all that stuff. He apologized for that. It was election interference. The Hunter laptop was election interference. I mean, it looks like the FBI was in on it too. The government. We're losing our country little by little. Uh, we have got to come out in massive numbers, people. We have got to. We cannot let this stand. There yesterday, Joe Biden and old Commie Harris didn't even show up to to remember those 13 soldiers that died in Afghanistan. Put out a statement, and he went on vacation for the 45,000th time. Quit one vacation and started another, and just made a little comment. President Trump showed up to honor those people that died and give the ultimate sacrifice for us. Wake up, people. Wake up. And on a good note, I have got for people to change their mind and vote for Trump. Of course, they seen what was going on. They watched my videos. They haven't pulled the trigger and subscribed yet, but well, as long as they're going to vote for Trump, I don't care. I started this as a sort of farming channel at one time, and it turned into political, and I wanted to. Yeah, I said to myself, if I could get one person out to vote, it'd be all worth it, and I've got 4, and I'm so thankful. And I feel like it ain't much, but I feel like it's something. You know what I mean? But people, please get out and vote, and get as many people you can. Talk to people, and if you can, take people to the polls and volunteer to be poll watchers, and whatever you can do. If you're not able, and you can't get out, you can at least make a phone call. Call your relatives and see where they stand, and try to get them out to the polls. And that means a whole lot to call somebody and talk to them and change their mind. So everybody's got a part that we can play. Now I want to talk about something else. I talk about people coming together all the time, and it is hard. And after yesterday, I see why it is so hard. We were canning some tenderloin, like I said, and we run out of cans, and we went run over to Walmart, get some cans and a few other things. So we was there and got the cans, and I had stopped and looked at big jars. I thought about water glassing some eggs, and I was looking at those big jars, and Weston and Jesse was in front of me a little ways, not too far. But they widened them aisles now in Walmart. 3 buggies. 3 buggies could get through the aisle, and 2 people could come up the ends and pass anyway. But anyway, here come this, I'll just say Yankee. Here him and his wife come up through there, and Weston was standing on, holding to the buggy on the outside, where it'd be on the inside of the aisle, I guess you'd say, going down. But evidently that guy didn't like it. He didn't like children. So he had it in his hind end to stop. He didn't know I was with him. Stop and cuss them, and cuss that little young'un. Well, I heard it, and I turned quickly, and I was trying to get my watch off, because I was going to get hold of him, and his wife jerked him and run him up the aisle. Run him plumb back to the end, but I could still see that, her standing there just to give him this. And him looking down, and her looking back at me, pointing toward me. And I was trying to get my watch off. Getting to that time, Jessie figured out what was going on. She was there trying to hold me back, and I was trying to get my watch off. And they disappeared. I wanted to hold that man. He had a Chicago or Illinois accent. But I'm going to tell you people something. You people that's coming, fleeing these shitholes of a state that's communist, and you're fleeing south, we've got values here that we go by. We got morals that we brought up with. We respect children and our women folk. We honor our father and mothers and grandparents. We have respect. I hadn't been that mad in 30 years. I would have went to jail yesterday, because I don't know if I could have stopped till I beat his eyes out of his head. We managed to finish off it, and as we turned the corner after trying to be settled down, I seen his wife running him out the door quickly. And I wanted to go in the parking lot, and was held back. You know, we will not tolerate disrespect. You can call us backward hillbillies, toothless bastards, or whatever you want to call us. When you come down here and you buy your little homestead or whatever you're going to do, you know, you're not going to change our traditions and the way we believe and our morals. So you change your shit when you come this way. Forgive my language. You change. We ain't gonna tolerate it. You know, you let your state be turned into a shithole. You're not gonna turn our southern traditions into shit. You know, it's people like that that makes it hard for people to come together. But we're gonna have to. I even prayed for that fool last night. You know, I did. I said a prayer that he changes his ways before somebody he does that, and somebody does get he can't run. He'll be caught before he gets away. Uh, I'm sure if he done that the way he acted, he's probably a wife beater. I, just doesn't. He ain't got no respect. But I was going to teach him some respect if I could have got a hold of him. I grant you that. I would have took a beating or give one. Either way, that Yankee bastard would know that I've been there. I'm sorry, people, but we ain't gonna tolerate it. I will not tolerate that. That's why, people, that we're not going to tolerate letting this country become a communist state. It was not going to happen. By hook or by crook, it's not going to happen. They may try it, but here's one won't be loaded up in them train cars like those Jews. I'll die on my feet. I won't die on my knees. They won't run me off my land. That's been in my family for generations. It ain't going to happen. They'll burn me on it, but they're not going to run me off of it. They're not going to, what is, yeah, I think we fought one more for independence about overtaxation, didn't we? You know, I'm not bound down. You know, we have freedom in this country, freedom of speech, but they're knocking it down. Freedom of religion, they're trying to knock it down. They're war on Christians, putting people on lists. Put me on a list. I don't give a shit. As long as we have a constitution and they stand behind the constitution the way it's supposed to be, then we have to fight for our country, people. As Trump says, fight, fight, fight. This is I guess the most important election that we'll ever have. This will determine where we have a free society, or who knows what's going to happen. I know I'm not going to be forced in this. I'm not going willingly, like I said, into a train car, re-education camp. They're not going to run me off my land. They might bury me on it, but they're not going to drag me off of it. I mean, that's what my great uncles fought for in World War II. One in Korea, several cousins in the Desert Storm, Afghanistan, nephew in Afghanistan. They fought for freedom. They fought for me to be free to farm this land here, to provide beef for you. They get, when you got relatives and people in your family, probably veterans that didn't come home, that give the ultimate sacrifice. They died so that me, could farm this family farm that's been handed down generation to generation, so that I can raise beef and send it to the world to be fed. We have a choice. We better take it. I've rambled on enough. Good Lord willing, I'll see you next time. People, get everybody you can out to vote. Volunteer, be poll watchers, take people to vote. And, if you're not able to do that, at least you can make a phone call from your home phone and call your friends and family and see where they stand and get them out to vote. God bless you. And I hope I didn't make nobody mad, but I ain't going to tolerate those Yankee asses coming in here and thinking that we're some kind of backwoods pieces of shit. They're going to find out different. God bless you. It's on.